A chronic shortfall of delivery drivers and supply chain staff is threatening to undermine this summer's post-pandemic economic recovery. And if it's not sorted out soon, the knock-on effect could see turkeys in short supply on our Christmas tables. Much of the crisis is to do with the lingering effect of COVID stay-at-home measures. Generous government furlough payments and the recent pandemic have taken hundreds of thousands of skilled workers out of the workplace. Being paid to sit at home has been disastrous for productivity. It is one of the unintended consequences of lockdown that has shaken our economy. With cases rising again, the government must not be panicked into more such disruptions. Our successful vaccination drive has changed the dynamic of the disease, with the UK now in the position where it can live with the virus without fearing a spike in deaths. Some blame Brexit for a lack of drivers and food processing staff, but regaining control of our borders was never about excluding necessary workers, and if we need EU drivers or fruit pickers, let's recruit them. Longer-term skilled or short-term seasonal staff have always been welcomed here. It's the poorly trained or unemployable that need to be halted by an immigration policy that prizes talent and a work ethic above all else. If government bureaucracy is the reason for this lack of workplace flexibility, then civil servants must get on with the necessary paperwork. Foot-dragging in a surreptitious attempt to undermine Brexit is just self-harming the UK. Immigration must be used to boost our economy, not hold it back. The end of furlough next month cannot come too soon. In the most recent figures, some 1.9 million workers were still at home this summer. Costing some £66 billion, the scheme has come at a tremendous price. With our economy opening up, there is no excuse to continue subsidizing this artificial shortage of workers. Job vacancies have hit a record high of nearly 1 million this month, and staff let go by some firms should be able to find positions elsewhere or pursue a different career. Vocational training and apprenticeships have never been more needed, shaping young people for practical jobs in growing industries. More than ever, teenagers can walk into part-time catering jobs, delivering a dose of real life before they pursue other ambitions. And it's good news for HGV drivers. With an estimated national shortfall of 90,000 hauliers, salaries of £40,000 are no longer considered enough, with bigger, richer firms offering a £5,000 welcome bonus to trained drivers. The problem is that such wage inflation feeds into the prices shops charge their customers. Other aspects of the supply chain are under pressure too. As economies emerge from lockdown, a worldwide shortage of raw materials has hit industry hard. Car makers are cutting production owing to a global shortfall in computer chips. Rising shipping costs and COVID outbreaks in foreign ports are making far-flung supply lines more problematic and expensive. Container units have rocketed from £1,200 each to more than £10,000, meaning many of the low-cost goods we once expected from the Far East will rise accordingly. Such disruption could choke off future manufacturing growth, says Alpesh Palaja, lead economist at the Confederation of British Industry. It's therefore vital that businesses and the government continue to work together to smooth over some of the frictions in supply chains and the wider sector, until activity settles back to normal levels. Having largely created this job shortage with its lockdown measures, it is up to the government to get out of the way and allow the market to fill vacancies. Businesses are already facing challenging zero-carbon targets as they struggle to compete internationally. Boris Johnson has grand plans, but it's the day-to-day details that ensure our economy prospers or fails. Too much government interference has always been a drag on commercial success, and it is high time, now the pandemic has been tamed, that Tories go back to trusting business to deliver sustainable growth. If not, it could be Boris who is responsible for us not enjoying our turkeys this Christmas.